Well, looks like we've got full battery on that one, so hopefully we shouldn't have a problem with that one. At least that's something. Now I've got to go and put the other ones on. But as you can tell, the weather is not fucking brilliant. Tell you what I'll do, I'll turn them on while I'm in here. Hello, welcome and all the rest of it. This is going to be what I call wet and wild. Yes. And at least we've got full camera, full battery, full everything. Yes, let's go for it, shall we? Is that making you feel dizzy yet? Oh, come on then, let's give for a wonder. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, it's very wet out here, so you're going to end up with water droplets and all sorts of crap all over the fucking cameras. Great aid. I want to put you in my pocket. Now, I'll put you in my pocket. Go one more turn, do you think? Yeah, why not? Hello again. Fuck, yes, it's going to get very wet. It's not too bad, I suppose. Hello, lorries are coming, let's get out of the way. Ooh. Yeah baby! Right, now that we're all sorted and ready to go, we can get on our merry way, can't we? It would help if I didn't have my fucking seatbelt across my microphone. That should do. Right, let's get on our way at long, long last. Ooh, it's all good. Yes, I know, I'm coming anyway. Else I'll be blocking the fucking entrance off. Thank you. Da, 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 da. Have you noticed weather? If you haven't noticed by now, then there's something wrong. What has happened to our summer? That's what I want to know. It's all gone, disappeared. We never ever seem to get a decent sunshine time, do we? We get the little odds and sods here and there, but we never seem to get a good one. And this year again, it's been one of those wet ones, eh? Where it's fucking done nothing but piss down, piss down, piss down, piss down, piss down. You know what I mean, do you? Well, I still didn't have any luck with the quad this weekend because I'd got myself all set up, prepped, ready to go and give the offering and blah blah blah, and the fucker had sold it. Great, wonderful, magic, great, and all the rest of it. But hey, whatever, shit happens. Keep looking. I'll get there eventually. And so will fucking Christmas, the way things are going. But hey, whatever. I don't think anybody out there uses that swaps. I've put a few things on swaps on the weekend. I was quite surprised. I actually got some interest already. I was like, ooh, nice. We'll see. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. Not too bothered about that. Nah. Oh, I thought to myself, do you know what? I'm going to stick Call of Duty on the weekend, and I stuck Advanced Warfare on. And there was another update of 1.5 gig. I mean, so far, that's how many updates I've had. Is everyone's been 1.5 gig. What the fuck? I mean, is the game that bad that so far they've actually added an extra? Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gig? 6 gig they've added because it's that crap. And I fell for it again, thinking I'll try it, and I bought myself the bloody map downloads, and again let down. Absolutely fucking atrocious. But I've already mentioned that, so I ain't going to go on anymore. Right then, as you can tell, we are about to enter the M62, and if you wasn't paying attention, well, there you know now, don't you? Just waiting for Mr. Lorry to hurry up at me way. Super duper pooper scooper. I'm going to move over because I am going northbound, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the lane I want. Northbound on the M6, by the way. As you will see in a moment. I think it's this one, unless it moves. Yes, it is. Look, see, there's the arrows. Look there. Oh, one of those days. It's fucking Monday again, ain't it? Monday again. What did you lot do on the weekend? Did you have anything exciting to do? Did you go out anywhere nice? Me, I twiddled my fucking thumbs. Pissed about this, that and the other, and that's about all I did. Because my life is so exciting. It's great. It's wonderful. It's magic, marvellous, you know, mechanical, mouse organ. Anybody know where that's from? See, when you watch my videos, I have those little things that pop up now and again, and you have to watch them all the way through, just in case. Well, you ain't got to, it's up to you, what, you know what I mean? I don't know if anybody's noticed, but my subscribers are climbing. Thank you very much, by the way. Now, I will say this, which I've said countless times before, but obviously the videos aren't on there anymore because I had to take them off at one point, but so I've been looking at them to see whether it's worth putting them back up again, and I'll be honest with you, no, I don't want to. There might be like a request if there's anything out there that you might want me to put up, but to be honest with you, I don't think I will. What the flying donkeys? Okay, so you didn't notice the sign saying northbound further on the fucking M62, I'll gather. You flapping fucking piss flap. Good grief, people! It's not difficult. I'm just going to keep well away from this bloke. I digress. So yes, like I said, I will put them up sometime, but I've looked and I have to think, shall I put that one up? And to be honest with you, I don't want to. But like I say, if there's any requests that you want me to stick back up again, I will do, but I don't think it's worth it. I might as well leave it as is, and what we've started with coming back is how it's going to be. That'll be the end of it, sort of thing. So there you have it. I've got some of the old reverse videos I can put on if you want the the tutorial types, and I can put them ones back on again. But other than that, I don't think there really is any point. I think we can happily soldier forward as we are. What do you reckon? I think so, anyway, personally. What's done is done, and what is will be. Now I was thinking about something just, I can't remember what it was. Your fucking head's gone. It's in the shed. It's his fault. Fucking limp dick up there. There is a lovely little gap there waiting for me. See, there you go. Oh well, I remember now. When I said about my subscribers are climbing back up again, I've just jumped over the 1300, would you believe? Yes, 1300 of you madheads watch me. Or at least watch the driving anyway. But I'm not going to be one of these, like I've said before, I'm not going to be one of these that go, oh, sorry, subscribe there, blah, blah. No, not going to do it. I refuse to. You can watch my videos until you head explodes, if you like. I don't care. Right? You can leave as many comments as you like. Brilliant. I always read them and have a good chuckle at the same time. Because you lot are just awesome. But I won't sit there going, you must, you got to, if you like it, subscribe. I don't want to do that. I want that to be in your control. I want you lot to think for yourself and go, do you know what? I'm going to subscribe to this guy, I like his stuff. Or you watch one, you go, well, I ain't quite sure yet. Watch another one, and you go, maybe. Watch another one, probably. You know, that sort of thing. I mean, call me mad, but you know, that's how I look at it. To me. So it's your choice. You're the ones out there that subscribe on your own accord if you want to. You ain't got to. And that's the end of that. Happy days. It looks like we're catching up with Mr. Phil Welsh. Oh, and by the way, we're on our way up to Chorley. Now I know that the side cameras aren't going to be much cop, but I've put them on anyway, but just to show you what kind of miserable crap we have to deal with now and again. Or in this case, fucking most of the bloody time. Especially with this country. Good grief. Rain, 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 rain. Rain, 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 rain. Even my American friend Meryl, she comments on the phone, well, it always rains in Britain. Fucking tell me about it. Yeah. Schmutz. Ugh. Icky poo. Oh, dearie me, what can the matter be? We doing the creep, 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 creepty creep, creep, creepity creep. Yes, we do that from time to time. Now, we know that this bit's going to be a little bit on the dull side because it is motorway driving. Not a lot happens. And when it's like this, not a lot happens even more. It's miserable, it's wet, it's damp, bad. People tend to lose their fucking mind when it's wet and raining. But I have. What do you know? Can I pull in yet? I think I can. That'll fucking do me, sunshine. Sunshine. And then all of a sudden the fucking truck in front of me slows down. Brilliant! Fucking awesome. I love that. So now I got to slow down myself, back it off a bit because I've got somebody overtaking me. Who's a darn sight faster than what I am. This truck's a bit slow. It's only doing about 54. It's not good. We have got a couple that do 56. But unfortunately I couldn't have one of them because I'd already gone. Oh, and to answer the question that one of my subscribers asked, I can't remember his name now, but hey, whatever. He said, do you have the same truck? Because we have been seeing you in a Volvo quite a lot. No, it's the same model, but not the same. Because the registration changes. Because we have got quite a few of them. And we have got the couple of XF DAFs. We've still got a couple of shitty CF DAFs. But then again, DAF in fucking all of its glory is a part of wank anyway, but hey, whatever. We won't go into that subject. It's a bit of a sore one. Disappointed. But if it was a manual DAF, I'd drive that every day of the week. And on Sundays. But now, as an automatic vehicle, it is a pile of poo. Big fat steaming pile of rancid poo. Yes. Anywho, now it's whatever's given. So in the morning, when I get my job, handed a set of keys, I would not know what it is until I got there. Originally, when I first started at Raymond's, we did, and I had a great nightman as well. I had a couple, but I had one that was particularly good, but he left in the end, and we kept our truck spotless, mint, beautiful. Whether it was an old one or eventually we had new ones, we had them allocated and we kept them, and the amount of fucking arguments that we've had because of that reason now. So they stopped allocating because they couldn't get their vehicles back in time. But hey, that's by the by now, and it don't really matter. I mean, a truck's a truck as far as I'm concerned. I'll just drive it and get on with it, like, you know. I don't mind either way. I'll move as soon as Mr. Van Driver buggers off out the road. Thank you. Past it. Yeah, fucking must be past it how slow I am driving. Move! Yeah. I do wish they'd allocate us vehicles again, because then, you know, at least we can keep our trucks tidy and what have you, but they just won't do that, unfortunately. But hey, whatever. But I don't care too much as long as they get rid of those poxy DAFs. I fucking hate them. They're horrible. Absolutely rubbish. And they might sound a bit disappointing to them, but I still don't like that new one either. I think that's rubbish and all. Hey, it's a preference. You know, you got to have personal preference. I mean, there's people out there that obviously like the photograph that I took earlier of this, that Scania with its side pipe. I don't know if anybody noticed it, but you know, me personally, I don't really I think Scanias are a bit meh. Yeah, I mean, I don't really like them. I think they look boring. I mean, don't get me wrong, they've got a lot of accessories, but to me that's the reason why they're so boring, is because they've got all these accessories to try and make them not so boring. But, you know, hey, that's by the by. A lot of probably debating you, well, I like Scanias, I think they're awesome, especially the V8 version. Well, you can keep them. You can have all the fucking V8 versions you fucking like, because I don't like them. No, I'm not a fan. But, you know, I've been asked the question before, and many times again, what's my favourite one? And because I drive such a variety of vehicles, as each one has its, you know, its good points and bad points. Where can we start? Should we start from the beginning? Like the history of me driving trucks? It ain't that long, but you know, it'll do. I'll give you a whirl. Obviously, before all the automatic started, which in itself has good points and bad points, but I think we all know that Volvo have addressed all them, and we are we have got at least a decent truck out there. But anywho, that's beside the point. So originally CF DAF manual, brilliant, awesome truck to drive. Even the XF ones, they were good as well. Did prefer the CFs. XFs are okay, but CFs were better, I thought. That's my opinion. Something to do with the way the gear linkages worked. It was a bit cumbersome on the XF with it being such a bigger vehicle, but on the CF, lower down, blah blah blah, it just seemed to work a lot easier. Anyway, when it come to driving, say, a Mercedes, I can hear something. When it comes to Mercedes, I think, if I'm not mistaken, we had Actrosses. Now, manual, again, not automatic. This was a different type of select, ratio select. It was what they call it was a knock across. Whereas on the DAF, it was a switch at the front of the stick. So there's a little switch, a little side switch here as well for the splitter. But on the Mercedes Actros, it was just a matter of clunking it over. So you do if you're starting off light or empty, you'd normally be in fourth anyway. So you put into neutral, click it over, then into the first position, which will be fifth, then sixth, which is second, and so on and so forth. The Renault Premium manual had the same type of gearbox, but for some unknown reason, I mean, it might have been just me, so, you know, maybe it was, but for that gearbox, I could never change gear without it going. Every fucking gear crunched its tits off. The Actros is similar, click it over, not a problem, smoother than up. But the fucking Renault Premium, wank. Every fucking gear. Don't know why, it just did it. The one day I had to go in a Scania manual. It just proves how rubbish they are. They couldn't even afford to put the fucking extra gear in. They only had fucking 3 and 3, and that made life even more awkward. 1, 2, 3, flick the switch. 4, 5, 6. I mean, what the fuck? You can't afford an extra couple of gears. Anyway, again, not brilliant, but it was okay. It was drivable, but the one that I had, I must admit, was a bit ropey. I think it'd have been around the world about 10 times. It was that bad, but hey. The first automatic vehicle that I had the pleasure of driving was a Stralis. Now, this might seem a bit odd, but I could have sworn that the Stralis that we had, the original one, had a Ford badge on the front of it. For some unknown reason, I remember seeing unless some fucking tit had actually stuck a Ford badge on the front of it. I don't know, but hey, whatever. I know it's a Vecco, but I'm sure it had a Ford badge on the front of it. I mean, they may have been owned by Ford at one point or other, but I don't know. Anyway, that was the first manual one, and it was all right. It wasn't bad. It had a lot of bad points, but it had also some reasonably good points with it, right? The very first Stralis I drove, by the way, not the ones that we ended up with. Oh my life. We'll get to that in a minute. So, drove it, got an automatic lever, a bit like this one here, but it's like more like, you know how an automatic car lever is, that big knobby type of thing. It's a bit like that, but in this style that the Volvo's got. And it was alright, it was fine, not a problem. Reasonably comfortable, manoeuvrable. Me personally, the steering of the vehicle, a bit too light. Right, DAF, okay, but slightly heavy, but it's not bad. The MAN truck, perfect. Volvo, perfect. Stralis, a wee bit light for me. Anyway, that's the manual, that's the auto. That's the only one, the automatic we had at the time was that Stralis. And then they bought a bunch of other ones, along with all the other vehicles that we got now that are automatic. DAFs, MAN truck, blah blah blah. Anyway, so when I'm driving this the Stralis for the first time, I'm thinking this is not bad, it's all right. And then obviously we got a bunch of them, and they changed a few things on the ones that we had. Same body shape, but it was the interior that was a letdown. Some bright spark at Aveco in the Stralis decided to put a box underneath the driver's seat, which then sort of like took 2/3 of the seat travel for the air suspension on the seat away. And I always found that I end up having to have this chair on that box and ride the cab instead of riding the air suspension on the chair. Because if I put the suspension up high enough so that when I'm driving down the road, my spine doesn't get contracted by slamming into that box under the chair, I couldn't see where I was going because I was staring at the fucking tacho, which was up here, where the tacho is on this vehicle. So that was a letdown. I don't know why they decided to put a box there underneath the driver's chair, which is just pointless. I don't know, there must have been some reason, but it was a fucking stupid one, that's all I can say. Plus they'd pulled the seat forward on the runners, so you didn't have much leg room. They failed on that one. So it was basically, the whole vehicle was a complete and utter letdown. Rubbish. But the original one we drove, the very first Stralis, which was a white one, that was fine. So I don't know what they did or why. But the bad points about the Stralis, which I wish that we had an old one that I could show you, because you'd laugh your bollocks off at the state of the vehicles. You really would, you'd laugh your tits off. Talk about cheap and tacky. Fuck me, crikey. They've got those little rubber pads on all the switches and the switch gears, which realistically should have embossed on them "pick me off," because that's what I ended up, they're often being pulled off, like, you know. Ridiculous. The steering wheel was slightly off centre of the steering of the centre console, if you like, you know, with the clocks and dashboard parties. It was over to the left, so when you sat directly in front of it looking down, instead of it being centralised to the clocks, it was slightly over to the left. Why, I don't know, but that's how it was. But all the interior was very plasticky and flimsy, and you know, it just broke apart eventually anyway. So, but in that regard, the MANs are the same. The interior, it's a nice truck to drive, don't get me wrong, but the interior is very plasticky and it just gets broken very quickly. And there ain't no real reason for it, but it just does. Heavy-handed drivers, I suppose you can say. But there are a few things that they could change that would probably eliminate a lot of the breakages inside. So, but hey, whatever. Plus that, I mean, whoever drives, any of you lot out there, I mean, obviously the young ones aren't going to, if anyone, older ones out there do drive a MAN truck with that cup holder that's on the dashboard, right, in the centre, is it me, or is that completely fucking useless? It does a fuck all, apart from, you know, take up space. Now, realistically, what they should have done is if they're going to put that there should be a hole that goes through the dashboard, right, and sinks lower, so when you put something in it, it drops through it and then anchors around the middle of the cup, not the base of the cup like it does at the minute. But that's the cup holder. You know what I mean? It's just, why, I don't know. I don't get it. Plus as well, the sound system on the MAN truck, right, you're going to love this. It is incredible. Why is it that they spent all that on the sound system but neglected other things? I mean, don't get me wrong, because I love my music, and when I'm in a MAN truck, it's plugged in and away you go. You can't beat it. It's fucking brilliant, right? Abso-fucking-lutely. Bass, treble, mid-range, it's all there, right? For those of you out there, a bit of an audiophile, you're going to love it. It's brilliant. For a truck, it is wicked. I mean, the new Volvos have got a decent sound system, but their bass is not quite as good as the MAN is. But as in clarity and all the rest of it, it's fine. But you know, but even that could be improved. The positioning of the jack plug and the USB port. Instead of shoving it all the way over there, could have brought it closer to the dashboard, you know, to the sound system. That'd have been a lot more, you know, user friendly, if you like. But other than that, you know, it's not bad. For me personally, I do prefer driving the man trucks because of doing the videos. With that fucking great big massive goldfish bowl window you got there, it's brilliant. You can see absolutely everything. It's awesome, that is. So that's the reason why I like that. It would be nice for me to be able to drive one of our brand new Volvos for you, but unfortunately that will probably never happen. But I can't say it will never ever happen, because there is always that slim titty witty possibility when they're old and ropey, you know what I mean? When they've seen their sell by date and gone. So that'll probably be the point when I end up getting to drive them, maybe, I don't know. But hey, what other trucks have we had? What other fun trucks have we got to play with? I know that I mentioned the Renault Premium. I used to fucking hate driving them things. Oh dear, that was manual. They were horrible. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, they was that bad. I'd say they was on par or worse than a Scania. I can hear you like cringing already. You're probably fucking thinking, well, why is it that you don't like the Scania so much? I don't know. Probably because the one I drove was a complete bag of shit and it was a brand new one. Maybe that might have something to do with it. But each to their own. What you must remember is it's only an opinion. Right, so, you know, take it with a pinch of salt. See, I like Volvos and man trucks. I wasn't really that keen on a man truck, to be fair, but then again I did drive a ropey one. But the newer versions are a lot better and a lot more comfortable, and they've altered a few things compared to the older models, so they're great. And I would like, as much as you lot might actually like, is me to drive a what do you call it? A top line Scania, to give you an opinion on it. I would do it just to shut you lot up. I'd like to do both though, you know what I mean? Like I do the manual and the automatic version. But if the gearbox is going to be the same as the one that I've drove, the verdict's still going to be the same. Crap. Sorry, but I do apologise. I mean, it's, you know, I can't help it. You know, it's like some people like Marmite, and some people think it's like chewing on cyanide or something soft, you know what I mean? But me personally, I don't mind Marmite. But I don't like parsnips, Swedes, or whatever the other one is. Is it parsnip, Swede? And what's the other one? Turnips. Parsnip, Swede and turnips. I think them things realistically should be labelled as toxic. Who is it that called them food? Why? It tastes nothing but absolute fucking bleh. Bleh. I mean, years ago when I was a kid, my dad used to ruin my dinner by putting fucking Swede in my potato just to fucking make me eat it. I'm like, how can you force someone to eat something that they don't fucking like? Anyway, that was my fun childhood. But I don't like it. Eat it. Ah, for fuck's sake. And still don't like it. No, it's fucking horrible shit. Same principle with the trucks. There's certain ones I do like and there's certain ones I don't. And you lot are going to have the same. And while we're on the subject of food and things like, is there any type of food that you lot don't like? I mean, this might be one or two of you don't like celery or something now. You know what I mean? Oh look, Mr. Full has actually backed off. Oh, that's nice of you. You realise that this vehicle is a lot bigger and trying to get around this corner is a bit of a git. Yeah, thank you for that. There might be one of you out there who's got an actual phobia with celery, because I know there is people out there who've got phobias of food. It's really weird, isn't it? Now, I haven't got a phobia, I just don't like the taste of it. It just tastes like crap. Phobia? No, I haven't got a phobia. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've got much of a phobia or phobionic kind of nature. No. Oh well. I mean, if there's one thing I've got a fear of, would be heights to a point. But I think if I'm, truly honest, I don't think it'd be bothering me that much as long as I felt safe enough. You know what I mean? It's like the idea of jumping out of a plane with a parachute. I'll probably do it. I'd feel a bit fucking shit hanging out the edge of a plane to start with, but once on the way down and that chute goes ka-twang and yanks us back up, I think I'd be alright then, you know what I mean? Floating back down. So yeah, I think that's, I could do that. But whether I would actually want to do it, that's another thing. Why would you want to jump out of a perfectly good plane? Because it's fun. Is it? Really? Is that what you call fun? Has any of you got an absolute all-time favourite food? Now, I could cheat and say chocolate, but that's not really food, is it? But I must admit, if it comes to having like a dinner, it'd have to be chicken, because I'm not much of a fan of red meat. It's alright, but if there's a choice, then I'd rather have none at all or chicken. You know what I mean? That's my premise of it all. I can't tolerate beef or steak. My insides just revel in the idea of that and go, ha ha, you're gonna get fucked now. And I do, literally, because I end up with, let's put it this way, noxious gases erupting from my bum, which would basically put a skunk to shame, and along with all the other fucking problems that turn up with it as well. So I don't tend to, go for those types of things. There's nothing wrong with chicken. Chicken's perfectly fine. But I know that there's a lot of people out there that do like their meat. But nah, I ain't bothered. If it ever come to a point where that maybe something happened down the line in our world that we could no longer eat meat, I'd be fine with it. I really would. I wouldn't be that bothered. I quite like my rice and my veggies and what have you, so I'm happy with that. And the next question is, well, does that mean you could probably become a vegetarian? No, because I don't want to become a vegetarian. I still like chicken. I like fish to a point. Not all fish, but I do like a bit of it. I like the boring ones, like your cod or your tuna. It's about as far as I can go with fish. I might stretch it to salmon, but again, there's things like kippers. Why would you want to chew on old socks? Especially sweaty old socks. That just nah, I can't be doing that. Not at all. Not at all. No. It just doesn't make any sense to me. No. But it's like cheese. people who eat the mouldy one. I mean, it's mouldy for crying out loud. Why the fuck would you want to eat mouldy cheese? Hey, who am I to judge? I quite like couscous. I didn't even know I did until I tried it. Now I thought, you know what, that's fucking lovely. I could eat that all day, me. I really could, yes. It's got a very weird texture to it as well. Very odd. I'm feeling fucking hungry now. I don't know about you lot. Good grief. Anywho, la-di-da and all that. Guess what, boys and girls? We are almost here. So, with this epic journey, I will bid you adieu, and I'll catch you on the flip side, as I say. Have fun, enjoy yourself, and toodles and all that. So, go on then. I suppose it's that time, mate. To once again say, off you pop.